Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews.
Each of the players will get 6 cards with they'll set up facing, so you can only see one side of each of the cards. If you look, they each have a color on it, and this will be facing this way. Each of the objective cards are shuffled and dealt into 3 stacks of 8 for the game. Then you will draw the first card off of this stack. When these 8 cards are completed, you go to the second stack and then the third stack. If you complete all 3 stacks, both players have the emotional state on 0 and enter the center at the same time, and then you win the game. You lose the game if you run out of emotional cards or you don't have any in front of you, if you're unable to make a move on your turn, or if you're unable to get to the center at the same time, then you will lose the game. Otherwise, you would win the game by meeting the criteria of going through all of these and getting to the center on the same turn. Remember, it's important that both of these would move into the center on the same turn at the end. So what you're attempting to do on this is you're attempting to get to a green space on the board. So this player wants to end on a green space. It's very easy. If he wants to move, he can utilize one of the cards. In this case, this one. This was covered up, so he can discard this green and simply move there. At the end of his turn, he would complete this objective, and then a new one would come out. And now what you're trying to do is get to a black one. For the purple guy to get there, in order for the purple guy to get there, you would have to move, say, blue and then black. So he would play this card as a discard, and let's say this one, moving to the blue into the black, then he would accomplish that. Now, you don't have to accomplish an objective on each turn. So let's say you're planning things out, you don't want to move there, that's fine for strategic purposes, which I'm about to get into. But if you happen to meet the criteria, then you would fill the objective. The other little thing is that every time you move at a blue or green, your balance will move over here. Every time you move on a red or black, it moves back. If you end your turn in 0 balance, then you can draw more emotional cards up to, so you have 6 cards. So in this case, if I stopped right there, I could add another card on the end here, and I would have an additional card. Because if not, if you're always out of balance, then you're spinning your cards you don't have anymore. Now, you can also use your opponent's cards, not just your own, as you're going through. You kind of communicate a little bit on that as you're going through, but you always want to make sure that your opponent, you're looking at their best interest also, to make sure they can at least move one space. So if I left this person where blue, red, and green wasn't on any of these cards, they would not be able to make a valid move. And that's how you play, and then we held hands.